Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Admiral Mamo, and we're doing the Gamos. My Steam is updating. That's why it's taking so long. But welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing more PC Building Simulator esports. Let's close that out. Come on, Steam. I'm gonna check my email while I'm waiting for this game to go. Come on, you dingleweed game. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please consider liking, subscribing, following, anything. Any, even just being here helps. Chatting, um, all sorts of interactions with the stream is great. You can lurk, you can subscribe, you can send bits, you can do anything, and I will appreciate it. You know. Alright, let's take a look here. Streaming. No, 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 don't. No. Don't show my email.
Quick supper with the Yeasty Priest's newest innovation, a raw elk roast stuffed in the bread bowl.
And as usual,
Yeasty
I'm
Priest
listening to Corp Line.
It comes pre-greased.
Come on, Building Simulator.
Good morning, Innsbruck. Welcome to Corp Line. Great to have you with us today. Big G Money here with A-Train. How is it going, Alex?
No idea. How about you?
I've never thought about that before. I'm well. Thank you for asking.
Glad to hear it.
And I'm happy that you all at home are listening to Corp Line and hope you're having a great day in beautiful Innsbruck. Everybody get down on the ground.
Oh yeah, I remember that one from the 70s when they were trying to get people to enjoy the new lawn they seeded at the town hall.
Yeah, and there's no quicker way to ruin a freshly seeded lawn than by getting an entire town of people to roll around on it.
Still wondering why they thought it was a good idea to put a lawn outside of a bar.
It was the 70s. It was a different time. And now the news.
Alright, I think I have one.
Getting out ahead of spring runoff season, West Sump Acres is opening a new slough, and breakout sideball star Melody Yum will be on hand to cut the fan belt.
Fan belt?
Yeah, the ribbon sewed. They're opening it by cutting a fan belt from a 1982 Buick LeSabre.
So specific.
It's what they found while they were dredging the slough.
Oh, okay.
For those of you breathlessly waiting for an update on Geyser Watch 2016, well, that's a hint right there that we are in Geyser Watch overtime. It hasn't skipped a year since 1928, so the Innsbruck Geological Society is going out there with a really long pin to try and help things along.
So stay tuned for a hot update from either the Geological Society or the Burn Unit.
And of course, we'll make sure to let you know as soon as we have any
Burn
information
Unit.
because a lot of bets are riding on this. For now, though, we go over to Studio B, where Michael O'Leary is getting ready to interview Bertha Burpwinter, who's here to tell us about some of Innsbruck's interesting historic cellars. Wait, no, what? We have a caller. Why do we have a caller?
Gus, that's why.
Well, can you let it ring? Why do we have to answer on the air? Fine. Hello, caller. You're live on the air.
Hi, Grant. Hi, Alan.
How did you get this number?
Oh, my cousin gave it to me at our family reunion.
Right. Thanks for that, Gus.
Well, thanks for calling. Talk to you later, Schlitz.
As you are
Alright.
no doubt
You've
aware,
got 3
Innsbruck
weeks.
is in a crisis.
3 weeks to
They
do.
know what they're doing. They're gonna pop the geyser.
No, not a crisis with Mother Gaia. A crisis of the supernatural.
So, a crisis of faith.
After the property lottery, so many homes changed hands, but not
Diagnose and
everything
fix.
changed hands. The spirits
Spend
that were
less
there
than
inside those
$1,000.
homes,
Sweet.
watching over people, the dogs, the cows, the dream catchers, they did not go where the deeds went. They remained tethered to Mother Gaia's mortal coil, and now they're all confused.
So are we.
Point of clarification. When people moved for the property lottery, they didn't take their cows with them, or are these the ghosts of cows?
These are the ghosts that inhabit Innsbruck, the sacred souls of our ancestors that provide us with blessings and inheritances and occasional paranormal hauntings. And they're very confused and upset.
Hold on. You're saying that the ghosts that were haunting people are now haunting the wrong people?
That's right. But they're not so much as haunting as giving their blessings in a constant and unyielding way from beyond the grave.
Is that better or worse?
When your earthly body leaves Mother Gaia's joyous embrace, it's not like your
It's so
soul just
stupid
goes
and I
to
love it.
Chicago for some R&R time. It stays behind to give wisdom to your ancestors. We don't want to get rid of these wonderful spirits, but we need to give them some healing energy.
All right, I need
That's great. Thanks for
recommended
calling.
I want
spec.
the people of Innsbruck to know I am here to heal their spirits.
What, my spirit?
No, the one in your basement
Okay,
powder
need
room.
need a
That's
better
a very specific place
core
for ghosts
and
to be,
better
and a room I do not have.
graphics. for it. All
Everyone
right.
has a metaphorical basement powder room. It might be the deep freeze in your garage, or in a tiny box filled with hair in your attic.
I'll bite. How do you heal these spirits?
Through the power of interpretation. Dance has been proven in
what type of-
scientific studies to have
Okay, this is AMD.
therapeutic
All right, I can
effects
get an
on
AMD.
the human soul. And ghosts are nothing but soul, but they have no bodies. So I dance for those who cannot, and I take the positive energies of Mother Gaia and I channel them into wherever a ghost.
Wait a minute, I
may
have
go,
an AMD.
Whether it be your walk-in closet, baseboard heater, or hitherto
right.
undiscovered backyard well.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Actually, Lorna, if you do have a well that you haven't discovered on your
Nope.
property,
Oh, you can get a hold of me via my Etsy page. I have listings for custom dream catchers and crystal mandala.
No bite.
okay,
Sorry about that.
Backyard is not haunted, Graham.
you're probably right. I just got sort of swept up in the moment there.
That's how they get you.
Ghosts?
No, crackpots!
Oh, right! That reminds me. We go now to traffic with Richter Hammock Slam. How's it going, Richter?
Thank you, Graham. I'd like to report that there is a slight pileup of 3 cars on the on-ramp to the Shaughnessy. Drivers this morning may want to consider an alternate route.
I don't believe it.
I'm even more afraid than I was when I thought I had a ghost well.
I'd also like to take this brief moment to welcome my new followers, Joserp_18 and the Shame Granny.
USB drive's already in there.
Sorry.
What?
New followers, Alex, for my independent online broadcast of this, the traffic of Innsbruck.
Oh my god!
Richter, what in the... Alex, get out of Michael's closet. Richter, what in the hell are you talking about?
It's a brave new world, Graham. A world where advances in technology have allowed
Live
the little
streaming
guys
traffic.
to be able to broadcast their own experiences and knowledge to the world.
Richter, we literally come to you every quarter hour.
And I have made every attempt to incorporate that into my new broadcast schedule. However, the extreme popularity of my new broadcast has left me with no choice but to have slight bleed over.
You're live streaming from the traffic quapter?
That's correct, Graham.
Raijin
And my
Tech-
current
there's no
follower count
Raijin
of
Tech,
18, no, 19 shows that this
graphics
is
card. No,
something
they're
that the
not.
world needs.
So,
Yeah, it was. Innsbruck needs to hear it.
Okay, first, Alex, you are crushing that bottle.
Don't look at me. I'm on a fast track to not giving a shit.
Second, Richter, why?
An alternative revenue stream, Graham. With all the upgrades I put into my helicopter, I need to make some money to keep this thing afloat for my day job.
The station pays for the quapter.
Paid for the initial copter, yes. However, in order to broadcast to a greater audience, I have had to add a computer, a camera, a cellular
Okay, this-
modem. Have you ever heard of the ship of Theseus, Graham? Well, this is Theseus's helicopter, and
Okay,
Theseus
this is
sold
bugged.
it to me.
How much revenue are your 19 followers?
20.
I don't care. How much revenue are they possibly bringing in?
Currently, I am working for the invaluable currency that is
Exposure! Hey, what's
However,
happening, Jada
thanks to
Senate?
that generous donation that just came in from Officer Steve. Thanks, Officer Steve.
Officer
We're going to be
Steve.
flying high tonight. Back
Okay.
to you, Graham.
This
and
bug
don't forget to
happens
like, share,
a few
and subscribe,
times.
Alex.
90 proof. Damn, Michael.
Thanks, I guess, Richter. While I encourage Alex to hydrate, let's throw it over to our sports reporter, Montgomery Cohn, who is now confirmed to be in the studio, who can give Berg's Sideball Winter Classic.
Hey there, sports fans. It's me, it's Montgomery Cohen. I'm your new sports reporter, reporting back from the Sideball Winter Classic. I had a great time there. I got to be on the field this year, which
Come
is great
on.
because I had like.
So I
3
need
years I didn't get on the
$1,000
field. Only been on the bench this
for
time, but I brought it
a
home for the Sideball team this
processor,
year. Literal Tigers
AMD
were the all-day
processor,
champions.
and
Yeah.
some sort
You're damn
of
right, Alex. I think you're gonna want to cut that man's mic there, Graham. He needs that sleep. He's earned it.
Thanks. So,
and
obviously,
some sort of
everyone
processor.
is thrilled with
I
the
think the
performance of the
processor
Little Tigers
is
in the
just.
Winter Classic.
Record-breaking score this
I think
year.
the
Yeah, you're almost
processor is
rolling.
less
The last
important.
minute I had to block her on the team
personally.
to keep us from scoring.
Yeah, Melody was on a warpath by the end of it.
Ooh, yeah, she was not too happy at all. I had to block her 3 times. I wear this shiner with pride, though. I had to clothesline an 11-year-old, too. It was fun.
That's great. Do you have any notable highlights of the game? Anything
AMD
that, like, really
socket,
leapt out at you?
AM4
Well, when Terry
socket.
couldn't make it because he was partying too much last
Alright,
night.
I need to be less
Coach
than.
pulled my name out of the hat and said, Montgomery, you get in there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get in there.
Okay,
That
graphics
was a highlight for me.
cards.
Okay, once you were on the field, then any big moments from the game?
I knew that when I got on the field, I was going
Man,
to have to throw
what
blocks.
sort of
left and right.
graphics card we got in here?
They-
Nothing.
You know, they mold master,
Absolutely
kind of little
nothing.
Fighters, but they're
Wait a minute,
real
do we
slippery,
have
too.
any
Yeah, their
graphics
use
cards?
of grease has been controversial but effective for them.
Those
We've
synthetic
got
uniforms really hold it all in.
But once the game
These.
was underway, what were sort of the
These pieces of
the
crap.
highlight moments
You know what?
of the game?
Here's Montgomery Cohen's top 5 of the game. Number 5, I caught an elbow in the face. Then I gave it right back. Number 4, drop kick one of them wooden linemen and his head came right off. Number 3, the orange slices I served at the timeout. Kind of sour, should have covered them in honey, but I like them. Number 2, watching Melody Yuma almost kick a man in half. She was more violent up close than I thought. Number 1, not gonna lie to you, Graham, kind of slipped into a fugue state for a while. I had to review the footage later, but apparently I threw a lot of good blocks and carried a lot of good points, and quite frankly, I became one with Sideball, and I'm gonna lead the literal Tigers to victory this year.
No, not
Good, how you-
test manager.
Where I
Test
cut that,
bar.
Mike. Monty, as an alternate, you only have to play the one game.
Well, that's fine.
All
I
right.
figured Terry's probably gonna have a problem with his brakes before next game.
Okay. Monty, we're gonna let you go.
Well, it's good being
All
here,
right.
Graham. I still got
This
the sideball spirit. and
taskbar is
me
getting
have
in the
become
way,
one,
so I'm
and there's going to be
going
no earthly
to
force that can stop us.
hide it.
Thanks, Monty. Now, Alex, you still out?
No, I'm awake. What are we doing next?
We're gonna throw to Derek.
I'm asleep.
You know what? That's fine. We go now to summer. Happened.
Oh, did they get in the fight? You're such good friends.
No, neither of those things.
Okay, then. Well, I'm here at Town Square.
All right.
That's where you sent me. And
so-
everyone's standing around looking at part
All
of the statue, which is okay. I guess it's better because there's more statue than there was before, and that's encouraging.
As a reminder to our listeners, this, of course, is the tribute in potentia to the
probably-
great Richard Thurston, founder of Thurston County.
Wait,
and
hold on.
former
Do,
aldersman,
do they
that,
want anything?
Had some funding issues,
Um,
and when
Silence
it was unveiled,
Sniper
it
X.
was a pair of legs.
That's right, Graham. I remember that.
Yeah, I hope so. You were there.
That reminds me, too.
Nope,
they've
just
drained
want
the
it by
lake.
tomorrow.
All the brown thrums have gone to migrate for the winter, and now there's a man mounting Richard Thurston's buttocks.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, and his groin, too. Including
Let's
his hip,
buy
I guess,
two
really
of those
the whole lower
and
pelvic region. I
and
don't know what
a
constitutes the torso.
processor.
Derek. So what you're saying?
Abdomen. I learned that in school.
That's great. So they're only adding his pelvis, and the statue is now Richard Thurston from the waist down.
I believe so.
530,
I'm not really
so I
sure how
need
good of a likeness it is, 'cause I'm only dealing with individual stuff. There's also a ceremonial
470?
quiz that's been up for a while, but no. Oh wait, hang on. Someone is not taking the stage.
I'm going to keep this brief and bitter. Gathered simpletons of Thurston County, it is with great tedium that I commemorate what I was led to believe was a complete likeness of my late grandfather.
All right.
But
There
instead,
we go.
it falls to me to dedicate to you his groin and bottom. If I must be pressed to say something upon this weary day, were it not for this groin, I would not.
Oh, I need
have
some
been
RAM
made
for the
flesh.
other one.
Good day.
What an inspirational speech, and from the product of Richard Thurston's valuable loins.
Speaking of which, how are they going to stop this now waist-high statue from filling with water and thrum?
I'm glad you asked, Graham, because now the engineers are coming forward, and they are covering it with spikes.
What?
Anti-thrum spikes, Graham, like the ones we put on top of the mobile broadcast stand.
So the statue of Richard Thurston's legs, groin, and butt is now covered in spikes.
All over the place. He now looks like a singer for Gwar. I never knew that Richard Thurston was so metal, despite the fact that he's made from brass.
Okay, and
Ooh,
the
this
RAM.
looks
Oh,
like
they're filling with
awesome
half-pound standing
RAM.
foam, which should hold up between 10 and 12 years. They
I
are
do kind of
now
want
straight, but I hope
some
they get done by then.
Well, that seems
RGB
better
lighting.
thought out than a lot of municipal projects around here.
I agree. I'm still looking forward to a train.
He's still asleep.
Okay, I'll talk to him later. I really hope that he and Rick can repair their friendship.
Oh yeah, oh it's
Okay,
these.
Derek.
These are pretty
Talk to you
good.
later.
I do like these.
When we come back, the Eatonsburg players are holding tryouts for their Easter musical, Lent. So if you can sing and have a lighthearted attitude
Okay, I
towards
need-
blasphemy, this could be for you. And I'm going to get Michael O'Leary to help me carry Alex to the couch in the lobby and put him in the recovery position. Stick around, more Corp Line after this.
You're listening to
Does this
Corp Line
have-
here on WRPFM.
this does
Thanks
not
again to our
have
sponsor,
a-
Yeasty Priest Bake at Home Beast. Shove an elk in a bread bowl and put it in your oven. Feed your whole family. Yeasty Priest Bake at Home Beast. Now with flavors of the Far
right.
East.
Might as well get some storage. Some cheap storage.
You're listening to Corp Line here on QWRPFM.
Cheap, fast storage
Corp Line
just
this week
for
is brought to
the-
you by Simon & Simon's Ryman Hyman. Ensure the freshness of your unadulterated beats. It's Simon & Simon's Ryman Hyman. Keep your Ryman sharp as a diamond.
Okay, so I've got some storage. Okay, I'm gonna need some power supplies. Do I have power supplies? I've got a 250.
Good morning, Eatonsburg, and welcome to Corp
You know what?
Line. Big G Money here with A Train.
Okay,
How's
this
it
one's
going,
already
Alex?
got
Feeling like
one.
a sweet treat that can't be beat.
And I don't think a 250 is
sorry.
gonna
Always happens this time of year.
work
I'll
for
be
that.
over
So
Oh,
let's
all right.
do
Well, that's
Sheen.
good to hear. I hope
Power
that the day's going
King.
better for everybody else out there
600.
here in beautiful Eatonsburg. Please don't go.
Oh yeah, I remember when they stopped using that one because it just sounded too needy.
It was a dark time for the tourism board, or at least whoever was writing the slogans that week. Let's go to the news.
Okay, Raging Tech's got some interesting thing.
This
All
weekend, head down to the beach at Lake Indian Name
Right. Could you hand me a post-it note?
for the Pycrete carving contest. This year's theme is celebrity likenesses, so if you've ever wanted to see Sir Ben Kingsley's face chiseled out of an 80-20 mixture of ice and sawdust, this is the day trip for you.
Pack a
All
lunch and
right,
dress
we've
warm,
got
kids.
some.
And if you're looking for more family fun this weekend, they've de-iced the Schloop tubes to get them ready for the annual Polar Bear
Wait a minute.
Sploosh.
On.
The
Do we
general
need
public can come down on Saturday to have a frosty
coolers?
dunk,
We need
then
Rage
get
and
pictures
Tech
taken with Polar Bear Sploosh mascot Crinkles the emergency space blanket. As a reminder, the Schloop tubes will be closed on Sunday for a private function.
Oh yeah, this is the weekend all the new recruits are getting jumped into the Berg Scouts.
Yeah. Ever wonder why this event is held the same weekend the paramedics are on strike?
I thought about that one. I got jumped in, but then I got so cold I blacked out. Pack a lunch and stay warm,
95
kids.
CFM, 90
The big
CFM.
news, of course,
so
is
why
that it's
not?
Innsbruck Strike Week.
Why not get these?
So to get the lowdown on everything that's not happening, let's go over to Studio B for business
All right.
reporter Michael O'Leary, who has a representative from the Innsbruck Omni Unit.
Rage and Tech
Take it away,
coolers.
Michael.
Thank you, Graham. I'm pleased to be here
That should be
today
good enough
with
for
the
all
Innsbruck Omni
all four of
representative,
them.
Trina Snutt. How are you doing today, Trina?
Michael, I'm doing
Uh,
great. After this, I'm going
got
to
some
have a
RAM.
long nap.
That's good to hear, Trina. I bet you deserve it. You work hard all year on the union strike.
Yep. For those of you
Oh, wait,
listeners who don't appreciate
Since
the
I have
work
to
that
have
the
less
Innsbruck Omni Union
than,
does, we
if I'm
represent
gonna
the
put,
interests of all Innsbruck employees. Whether you
no,
work
wait,
on
wait,
the
wait. I
union
have
side
an idea.
or
All right,
at the
I send
recycling
it
center.
back
We've got
with.
your back, and every year we negotiate.
I
for
send
you
it
to
back
unpaid
with
people.
All except us at the radio station.
Yeah,
uh,
that is
regular
a constant source of confusion.
Derpo cooling.
Public inquiry to the Omni Union, but the Thurston
Um,
County Council of 1986 did decree that
2 days, and then when
GWRP
it
was
comes
essential
back, I
service.
put the Rage and Tech in
because
there.
Somebody
All right,
was
that'll
really
work.
into the call-in show at the time.
I remember that, Trina. I also grew up listening to DJ Zap's radio.
All right, all right. We
On
have a
that topic,
plan.
I just want to remind your listeners that the Innsbruck Flea Market is, of course, also closed this week, and you'll have to find somewhere else to buy reproduction Edwardian chairs.
That's not what I use my Edwardian chairs for, but to each their own. Now, Trina, the Innsbruck Strike Week is a long-standing Innsbruck tradition. Tell us some of the concessions you won from the town council. Did we get anything new this year?
Yep, Michael, we worked really hard, and the fee for dropping off a raccoon, live or dead, at the recycling depot has been raised from $60 to $65.
I bet Kendra's doing cartwheels.
I mean, personally, I think most of the people are just going to eat the $5 and write it off as the cost of doing business, but, you know, it's the optics that count.
But these negotiations are a game of give and take. What did we have to give up?
Well, Michael, I'm sorry to report that after some pretty intense negotiations, we did have to declare all smoke breaks are now vape breaks.
I don't even vape.
Yeah, most of our members don't, but I am led to believe there's some good vape trick videos that you could watch on YouTube.
All right.
And
Let's
I think
work
that'll,
on.
really bring the
Let's work
union
on
membership together.
These
and no one brought
PCs.
up a possible
Get them
conflict of
done.
interest
Get them
owning a
out.
vape store down.
No, actually, it wasn't his idea.
All right. Let's take a look here. All right. I want to get this thing. I want to get this award for going with the same team for the entirety. Come on, game. There we go. Let's go to work.
To play some CeeLo in the alley behind the town hall. If
Nothing.
you
All
wanna
right.
get some dice, You know where to find me.
Replace
Thank
the
you, Michael.
motherboard.
And
Spend less than
speaking
$350.
of not doing their job for a week,
Or, ever.
we go now to Richter Hammock Slam with the QWRP Graphic Report.
NCXT.
How's
I
it
can
going
do
up
that.
there in the Quopter, Richter?
Graham, the sea spreads out before me like a mirror in every direction.
The sea? As in the ocean?
That's correct, Graham. I'm assuming it's the Atlantic, but that's only thanks to my keen sense of direction.
Holy shit, Richter.
I'm going to be super upset with you shortly, but Richter, do you have enough fuel to return to land?
I can only assume so, Alex, but such answers and actions are outside of my control at this time.
Richter, are you in the Quopter?
No!
Okay, good. Being real mad at you now.
Richter, where the hell are you?
Graham, I am currently inside what can only be described as a Chinese passenger drone.
You mean an aeroplane?
Airplanes have pilots, Graham, and while I am a pilot, I am currently not in control of this autonomous vehicle.
Okay, now I'm just curious. Richter, how the hell did this happen?
Well, Graham, this morning, before getting into the QWRP traffic quopter down at the Innsbruck Aerodrome, I noticed a much more interesting vehicle parked next to it, so decided to give it a try. It turns out that it's part of a revolutionary new ride-sharing service that's on its way to its new home in Dubai.
Via the Atlantic?
You stole a drone.
It stole me.
I asked you about fuel. Are you at all concerned that your additional weight might affect the flight time?
Are you calling me fat?
No, we're calling you stupid.
Actually, if I could just cut in here. You're over the ocean, presumably the Atlantic. How are we communicating with you?
Funny you should ask that, Graham. My new friend Avdul over at the UAE Air Force is patching this call through for us.
Why?
Something about a dying man's last wish. I only hope the best for the widow of Avdul and his children.
Richter, I don't know that Avdul was talking about... You know what, don't worry about it. Hey, Alex, is Innsbruck Search on strike?
Maybe? But even if it isn't, Dan can't be to go to Dubai.
Well, Richter, it's been an honor to serve with you every day. Richter, I can't lie to you in a time like this. It's been a chore.
The feeling is mutual, Graham. I, too, have found it to be an obligation.
So... Bye?
Oh, rest assured, Graham, I will be back after strike week. I'm going to enjoy a nice vacation on the beaches of Dubai. I'll send you a postcard of me surrounded by their notable, beautiful swimsuit models. Back to you.
Wish I was dumb enough to get a vacation.
So do I, but for those of us stuck with being tourists in our own hometown, we have on the phone with us Rosemary Saltsmith, curator of the Innsbruck History Museum. Hello, Rosemary.
Hello.
I understand you have some new exhibits coming up in the rotation.
Oh, yes. We have a wonderful double-header exhibit coming up. First, a collection of antique clay sewer pipes excavated from Paul Hinckley's backyard.
Yeah, that rototiller.
Alright, that's
sure
good.
did dig up a gold mine.
And flooded
Alright,
past
shut it
the
down.
cellars on the block.
Good for tomorrow.
Or drowned.
Not to worry. We're doing conservation work on several cellars. We've found a great collection
Alright,
of
let's do this.
1950s girly magazines.
Is that really appropriate for the museum?
We'll bring people in any way we can. And nothing turns the styles like a 1954 edition of Chubb.
The double fold-out one?
You'd better believe it.
What are your hours?
And what else do you have on exhibit right now?
The other half of the exhibit is a collection of racist costumes from the 1860s.
There we go. Alright, we got something going
Historical
on here.
Reenactment Society.
Yeah, it seems like every year at the town hall someone brings up that we should pay more attention to our history.
And it's the mission of the Innsbruck History Museum to see that we do with crystal clear accuracy and 20/20 hindsight.
Yeah, the 1860s Reenactment Society sure had some
Racist.
yeah.
And if if you come
Sure
to
had some
the
racists.
museum, you can see
Why can't I remove
many
this?
of their costumes, except for the one we had to cover in
Okay.
gray cloth. That one's too racist to look at. There is a plaque that I will not read over the radio, but it is very detailed.
So is this an exhibit you could bring the whole family to?
No, I'd rather they see the titty bags.
Yeah, so would I. About those hours?
11 to 1, weekdays except Tuesdays and Fridays.
Hand me another Post-it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, Rosemary. And hopefully you at home will make the visit to the Innsbruck History Museum. After which, maybe you want to sample some of Innsbruck's newest cuisine. And to learn more about that, we've sent QWRP summer intern Derek down to the grand opening of Formosa Palace.
That's right, Graham. It's me, Derek. How you guys been?
Better.
Oh, that's good. I didn't even know you were sick. But if you're feeling better, you should come down to Formosa Palace. This place is amazing. They're having their grand opening today, and I got a special invitation from the manager. I love going on these guys. I get all the free food I can eat, and you pay for it.
I remind you again, that's not the deal. But what's the atmosphere like down at Formosa Palace?
It's really interesting in here, actually, Graham. For a place called Formosa Palace, it's a really loose interpretation of what it was like during the Qing Dynasty. I find that kind of confusing because most of the plants here aren't even native to Taiwan.
How's the food?
It hasn't arrived yet, Graham, but the manager did tell me he'd be bringing out an assortment of all of his gourmet dishes.
Terrific.
For me to eat on the radio.
No.
But how am I supposed to tell the listeners if the food's any good if you won't let me eat it?
Just eat away from the mic.
No, his name's Jonathan Stote. Oh, and here he is.
Call me Jim.
Oh, that's not an accurate diminutive. Normally I would call you John or Johnny.
Anyway, here's the Shogun sampler.
The Shogun were traditional Japanese generals.
And they ate well. Plus, it's alliterative. People like that.
What do you call this dish?
Well, everything here at Formosa Palace is a fusion. Take this teriyaki macaroni. It's the familiar macaroni noodles that we all grew up with this exotic teriyaki sauce. Or perhaps you'd like this sweet and sour steak.
Alright, this is theoretically good.
I've never seen anything like it before.
We also have potato paneer with gravy.
Wait, that's just poutine.
And for dessert, sweet congee.
We are...
Scratch off the lottery ticket of your fortune cookie.
Alex
Alright,
to dinner.
let's see
So when we
how
come
well
back,
this
the
goes.
Girl Scouts have
F2,
set up blockades at the edges of
give
town
me
to stop
some
scabs
overclock
from
RAM.
entering during strike week.
Oh, the tourism board isn't going to like this.
The tourism board is, however,
All
handing
right,
out
here we
welding
go. We
goggles
got
if you
some-
want to view the upcoming artificial eclipse.
What?
Local inventor Darren von Spront is flying his black hot air balloon in front of the sun. You'll only be able to see it correctly from the town square, but von Spront says it'll be breathtaking.
No kidding. Have you ever been downwind when he's burping the balloon?
Mercifully, no. Stick around, folks. More Corpline after this.
You're listening to Quirpline here on QWRP-FM. Thanks again to our sponsor, Simon & Simon's Ryman Hyman. Ensure the freshness of your unadulterated beats. It's Simon & Simon's Ryman Hyman. The OGs will never accuse you of crimin'.
Alright, here we go. We got some,
You're listening to Quirpline here on QWRP-FM.
actually, shoot, I forgot.
Shogi Yogi
I forgot
Pierogi
the
Hoagie. A delicious new fusion of flavor from the Shogi Yogi. The Shogi Yogi Pierogi
Wallpaper.
Hoagie goes great with a stogie.
Yeah, I should put the wallpaper on this. Because if we're sponsored by Raging Tech, we might as well have Raging Tech wallpaper.
Good morning, Innsbruck. Welcome to the show. It's Big G Money here with A-Train. How are you doing this morning, Alex?
Half full.
Of?
Double price brunch.
What?
I lost the flip.
What happened to the other half?
Well, I mean, it's been a couple hours.
No, stop.
I mean, I'm being to the bathroom.
Nope. I'm glad that you're feeling well, and I hope that everyone at home is feeling well. And I'm glad to have you here today with us for Blind and Scenic Innsbruck. 6 of 1.
Oh, there's the other shoe.
Yeah, I think I've been reading these in the reverse order.
Ooh, that's a point. Did you check the sorting on the spreadsheet?
I did. It said error with formula.
It's probably fine.
There's a second page on the sheet, but someone just used it to make a pixel drawing of Murtho the Clown.
Who has that kind of time?
Gus?
Right.
Anyway, it's time for the news.
Alright, we're gonna do the blues.
The Innsbruck Ladies Auxiliary is hosting their annual spring plant sale this Saturday. This year's theme is carnivorous plants, so come to the 10th Consolidated Church between 10 and 2 to stock up on Venus flytraps,
Okay,
plants, and something
the
called
core is
the
not recommended,
Nepalese
but...
snake vice, which according to my notes is illegal in 205 countries. If you can't make it to the sale, don't fret, because the Ladies Auxiliary also has set up an order page on the dark web for your online shopping convenience.
Alright, let's run that.
On how to install Tor.
And once again, a reminder
What do
from
you-
the town hall that taxes are now precariously
What do you
overdue,
want?
and you have to pay them. This
Cyan
year's
for
Raccoon Health Exchange
silence.
rate
I
is
can
5
do
to
that.
1, but as we all know, that rate is going to steadily worsen as people are finally berated into paying.
I got in early at 8 to 1. Suck it.
Shouldn't you have paid your taxes on time anyway, because you're the aldersman?
Yes, I am the aldersman.
That's a good point. I forgot. Well, it's time for sports now, and coverage of the...
Okay, so I'm gonna have to,
live to the Chumble
There
Duck
we go.
Range, where Edith Slump is filling
going
in
to
for
have to
sports
buy
reporter Montgomery
cyan
Cohn,
cables
who is out this week
today,
recovering
so
from a bout
therefore
of high
everything else
spirits.
goes
High
today.
spirits.
You know, like
You can't make the drinking gesture on the radio.
that. That was the point. Edith. Good morning, Edith.
Hello, Graham. Once again, I take up the sacred mantle of sports reporter to bring you
Okay,
a
so
report
we're going
on
to have
the tough
to,
brother. Also,
after
to support
this,
my nephew Rowan
after this
Slump,
goes through, we
who's
have to
competing for
replace
the second
all of
year in a
that
row.
with
For those
cyan.
listening who haven't seen a Tough Brother obstacle course, can you fill us
Oh,
in on the details?
and what?
This is actually my
What do you
first
want,
year
Sniper?
at a tough brother too, but from what I can see from the sidelines, it's a little bit like Lord
Tracking
of
a
the Flies
radio
mixed with
station.
some sort
Alright.
of sports anime.
I can do that.
There's a lot of kids out here trying their hardest,
Sniper
but because they're
X.
children, it's actually not that hard.
Already got it.
Rowan, you can do it. Pull yourself out from under that
Okay.
barbed wire and try again.
We've got
Sorry, Graham. Rowan's only 5.
replace
and he's a little
motherboard and you want
discouraged by the first obstacle on the
NZXT.
course.
I can do
Which
that.
is
4 spools of concertina wire.
that sounds very tough. Can you
Alright,
explain
what do
the
you
rest of the
have?
course
You have an
looks like?
AMD. Is there an NZXT that takes AMD?
Handed out. This year's Tough Brother course is inspired by 1917 Alsace-Lorraine, and therefore features a variety of obstacles, including
No.
environmental, man-made, and animal.
Huh. I guess the concertina wire falls under man-made.
Yes. In addition
Fine.
to those,
Well, I guess we're
there's
gonna have to
20
get a
foot
coffee lake
featureless wall they
processor
call the
then.
mountain, an underground tunnel network, and a flamethrower. Though the flamethrower just throws tinsel, it's because it's for kids, right?
The rest of that still sounds pretty dangerous.
Oh no, they have made several concessions in the name of safety. For example, the punji pit spikes are actually just coated in back teeth.
I could probably
okay.
get
What
away
about
with the
Animal
i5.
hazards you were talking about.
No, that's just a few raccoons they couldn't clear from the course. They're only a little bit rabid.
How much is a little?
Probably 50-50.
Listeners, I apologize for getting slightly distracted here, but are you saying that each raccoon is half rabid, or half the raccoons are all rabid?
I'm sorry, Graham, but sports reporting isn't really my forte, but I can check those numbers and get back to you. There's also an obstacle called the Archways of Tenarth, but I can't see them from my side of the course, so I'm going to assume Rowan will be just fine going through them. Oh, 1 second, hold on. Rowan, you can do it. There's only one piranha in that water. It can barely hurt you. Just keep going. Sorry, it's very important to encourage your family at events like this.
I will just say to the listeners at home, that the point of these rather sort of extreme obstacle races is to challenge yourself. You're not actually competing with your fellow racers.
Oh, well, nobody told these kids that. From my vantage point, I can see that there's a big bottleneck at the Pointed Veil, and it seems to be every kid for themselves.
That one's borked.
Program, this pamphlet they hand out does say that Melody Young first awakened her bloodlust running her own tough brother when she was but
another
a child.
250. I don't think
and carried
that's
within her
gonna
chest
work.
the heart of a warrior.
Well, there you have it. If you want to see the
We got all these
awakening
pieces
of
of
future
crap.
sideball
Wait, hold on.
stars,
Is that,
head on over
is that
to
one,
the Tumble Buck Range for Tough Brudder.
Is that motherboard
Grab the
NZXT?
spear and thrust with all your hate.
It does
He's
crossfire,
such a
so I
good
can
kid,
throw these garbage.
Speaking of a seemingly never-ending series
graphics
of
cards in
challenges, we go now to Richter Hammock Slam.
Wait, he's back?
Yeah.
From Dubai?
Yeah.
How?
Don't know. Kinda don't care. Sup, Richter?
Graham, traffic is at an absolute standstill as far as I can tell from my vantage point here.
Where's your vantage point, Richter?
Home, Graham.
Home in Innsbruck or your actual house?
While I appreciate that you remember that I live in a manufactured home and therefore can move wherever the will takes me, Innsbruck is currently my home and I am inside of it at this time.
Then why can we hear the traffic quopter?
Those things are at their least efficient when you start and stop them, so I keep it running at all times to save this station valuable resources.
I'm not a mechanic, but I am pretty sure that's not how that works.
Who's to say who's right in this crazy mixed-up world of ours?
Richter, you said traffic's at a standstill. Like,
What do you need? Okay, you
out
need
the window?
a
Well, I'd assume
CPU.
so,
I
Graham.
can give you
can't
a
actually see
CPU.
farther than my street, but the delivery that I've been expecting for the past 2 days hasn't come yet.
Does the tracking say it's out for delivery?
Yes,
Oh, that's so annoying.
I know, right? Once they left a slip on my door, and I was totally just in the bathroom. I didn't even hear the knock.
Oh man, that happened to me once too.
How do you hear anything over the quopter?
And then I had to go out to the depot. It's on the other end of town. It was such an annoyance. The traffic was terrible.
When was this?
Tuesday.
Okay, so traffic was backed up on 10th Avenue last Tuesday, so extrapolate from there, listeners.
This happens to me all the time, Richter. You sure it's just traffic, or is it the driver just like screwing around?
That could be, Graham. I did see the mailman trying to duck underneath the blades and then chickening out like some sort of communist.
Oh my god, typical.
Is that something communists are known for? And Graham, stop encouraging him.
I can't really speak to communists, but delivery drivers, absolutely yes.
I've tracked this
There we
package
go.
all
Keep
the way
that
from
there.
its destination. From hub city to hub city, finally landing here
CPU
in
processor,
Julesburg, and I need
quad
it in my
core. Yeah,
hands
throw
today.
that in there.
Oh, I know that feeling. You watch
Don't
it,
need
gets
it.
to Julesburg
Don't
Airport,
need any of
and
that
it just
crap.
sits there and sits there and sits there, and then bang, missed delivery notice.
I know! I saw it sitting on that trailer for like 3 hours before someone even touched it.
It's like they don't even care. Like, we paid for the tracking.
Right? And the amount of fuel I used staying aloft, keeping an eye on it
There.
while it wasn't
Alright,
even
so I'm
moving.
gonna need some
what the hell are they
new
even
RAM.
doing?
Actually, yeah, give me-
going crazy!
Right?
Right?
Wrong!
So anyway, I'm stuck here for at
what
least
was-
another
what
4
was that-
hours
what was the
before
good
they
RAM?
attempt, quote
forgot what the
unquote, another
good RAM was
delivery. Oh, there he is!
A
Back
data.
to you, Graham.
Wait, Richter, I'm invested now too. What did you order? What is it? I need closure!
Alex, it doesn't matter. What matters is, he got it. Well, now, Alex, you may as well keep on sobbing. We go to summer intern Derek, who is on location at the soon-to-be revitalized Baskerville Mystery Mansion for an exclusive interview with Carly Plunk.
Hi, Graham. Hi, Alex. It's so cool you sent me to the Baskerville Mystery Mansion. I loved coming here as a kid. They never really let us inside, but we all get to stand around and look at it for a while. Why am I here again?
To interview Carly Plunk, heiress to the Baskerville Sands fortune.
Oh, that's why it's called the Baskerville Mystery Mansion.
Excuse me, it's Baskerville Sands.
Oh, that kind of ruins the mystery.
Yes, and it's not really a mystery mansion, although I understand why you quaint locals call it that. It's actually just a manse that was in my family that fell into disrepair. My aunt was quite insane, you know. She introduced breeding raccoons to Innsbruck.
Oh, well, when we were growing up, we always called it the Mystery Mansion. Everybody did.
Yes, because all the doors were locked, and those two transient fellows did disappear inside.
There were 7 doors. I tried them all.
Aren't you special? But soon the doors of this manse will reopen as a beautiful day spa and luxury hotel. We're renovating the entire property top to bottom.
But I thought this was your house. Aren't you going to live here?
No, I'm not leaving Julesburg. It's gross here. But, you know, as an heiress to the Baskerville Sans fortune, the font that my grandfather created, I am very bored and I have a lot of money. So my husband Tiffin and I are redoing the house as a project.
Power supply.
That's kind of a funny
throw
name
this
for a boy.
back in there.
Yeah, that's right. That's what people say. They think I'm coming. Well, then I just smash their teeth in. That's why they call me Tiffin.
Oh, Tiffin, you delight. He was my polo instructor. Tiffin, why don't you go ready yourself in the bed, sweet? Ta-da!
Yeah, I'll just go find the rubber johnnies and get my tackle out.
You guys talk funny.
Are you starting?
No, I'm only halfway through.
Ta-ta, Tiffin. Now back to me. So what we're doing is we're gutting the entire wretched property and then turning it into a beautiful new spa and 5-star hotel with a 4 Michelin-starred restaurant, chef from Germany. We're going to put new wallpaper in, backfill the sinkhole in the upper lower lawn, pull the bodies out of the basement, a full fumigation, new fixtures, the whole 9 yards.
If you turn this beloved piece of my childhood into a day spa, Williamsburg will lose something important to its heritage. They'll lose all the mystery, all the fun.
I don't care. I don't care. I'm rich and I'm bored.
Well, I guess that's fair. I mean, it's your property and you have a lot of money, which means you're probably right.
I was not expecting that at all.
I'm not used to people rolling over and acquiescing to my needs so easily. Well, except for Tiffin. What's your name again, muscular boy?
Derek, run.
No, Alex, I can't run away. It's my duty as a reporter to ask the hard-hitting questions. And I'm going to ask you, Carly Plunk, the hard-hitting questions. First question, what kind of menu will you have at your Michelin restaurant? And how will people eat the tires?
Oh, what?
Question
How will
second,
people
this
eat
is
the
a day spa.
tires?
Why is there a hotel? Why does anyone need to stay overnight?
What?
Question C, what's a rubber Johnny? Does it have something to do with fishing? Because he mentioned tackle.
How old are you again?
I'm asking the questions here.
Well, then this interview is over. I'm sorry, I'm rich. I'm not used to being held accountable for my actions. Tiffin, come!
What, already?
Well, there you have it, Graham andAlex. Some suspicious fishing activity going on at the Baskerville Mystery Mansion, and I need to get to the bottom of this murky case. Back to you.
I feel like he narrowly avoided something there, but I'm not entirely sure what.
I think they call it a posh knobbing.
I think Edith brought us a dozen posh knobbings from the Norwegian bakery. They're in the break room.
Oh, those are the cream-filled ones?
Yeah.
Be right back, Graham.
Well, that's fine. That takes us almost up to the break. When we come back, the Eastbury High Theater
Alright,
program is
so
ready to
what
wrap
do
up
I
the
need
school year
out of
with a
this?
musical adaptation of the 1987 action-adventure comedy Ishtar.
Well, that's why there was a run on sand last week.
Indeed,
Wait a minute, it
and
still
thanks to
says
the success of
diagnose
last
and
month's book
fix.
sale, Eunice Van Fleet won't have to wear that inflatable T-Rex suit to play the camel.
Shame.
Yeah, I thought so too, but it's the director's
What?
vision. What can you do? And also, tryouts for Little League Sideball.
What is the problem?
Raspberry Heights Sideball Oval. All positions are being filled, including team medic, orthodontist, pad fumigator,
Okay.
and orthopedic surgeon.
Now I have to take everything out.
Turnstile this year.
Judging from the turnout at Tough Brudder, they might be able to use actual children this year.
That's hardcore.
I know, right? Stick around, everyone. More Corp Line after this.
You're listening to Corpline here on QWRP-FM. Thanks again to our sponsor, Shogi Yogi Pierogi Hoagie. A bunch of hoagies stuffed in a sideways bun, and you eat it with your face. The Shogi Yogi Pierogi Hoagie, available in beef, veal, and dogi. Line here on QWRP-FM. Corpline this week is brought to you by Panama Panic Banana Hammock, a racing new twist on the gold standard in men's undergarments. Panama Panic Banana Hammock. The materials are organic.
Okay.
Good morning, Innsbruck. It's Corpline. Thank you for joining us. Big G Money here with A Train. How's it going, Alex?
Frog blast the vent core.
If you have to, just keep a plunger with you at all times.
Oh, so you're an old hand at this too.
It's all part of home ownership, Alex. Hopefully everyone out there is having an equally productive day here in scenic Innsbruck. You'll find it in the dictionary between moist and overcast.
Gross. What's on the docket today?
The news.
Alright. We need to figure that one out.
The Sheffield Hydrangea Bombs and the Lesser Miami Jezebrawls are having an exhibition roller derby jam at the Memorial Arena next week.
That is way too creepy.
The league thinks adding an Innsbruck team?
No, the Girl Scouts invited them.
It's way too creepy.
That seems bad.
Yep. First 5 children's reminder that registration is almost over for summer sleepaway camp at Camp Milanima over by Lake Indian.
I've signed that paperwork 3 times. It's Lake Anesh. Someone is doing this on purpose.
If your child is too anxious for a sleepaway camp, Camp Milanima also offers a series of day camps over the course of the summer.
Yeah,
including one starting next week where the children will build dugout canoes.
That sounds like a fun team activity.
No, each child makes their own canoe. It's a 9-week course.
Well, it's important to learn a trade, I guess.
You're not wrong, Alex. And speaking of carving out a meager existence, our next guest is the big winner of the Geyser Watch betting pool. As everyone, or at least everyone downwind of Old Blowy, knows by now, the geyser has been erupting constantly since its initial expression, and only one man had the 1,000,000 to 1 odds bet that the town hall was offering on that result, and he's here in the studio with us.
Well, hey there, Graham and Alex.
Welcome back to the show, local entrepreneur and dryness enthusiast Ball Hinckley.
I was wondering why it smelled so dusty in here.
Oh, you're detecting my powders. It's so moist and overcast today.
So, Ball, why did you bet the 1,000,000 to 1 odds that Old Blowy would begin erupting constantly and ceaselessly?
In my line of business, sulfur's a cash crop.
Those are pretty impressive odds you beat, Ball. How much did you actually win?
I feel a little uncomfortable talking about all my money.
That is literally why you are here.
But you know, I put in my initial bet of $38. You think I'd end up with $38 million, but the town hall didn't have that many entries, so this year I made $627 at 18 cents.
Wow. What are you going to spend it on?
Well, there ain't much in the market you can buy for 18 cents, and I gotta save $38 for next year. But on the upside, I don't have to pay taxes for this.
Yes, you do.
That don't make no sense, Alex. The town hall's in arrears to me.
What? No, the town hall is in arrears to you, not the town hall.
Well, I guess I have to pay taxes, but at least I own a bar and a pool hall. I should take bets. Oh, I got it, Alex. I'll give today.
Hard pass.
Nope.
Michael?
No, thank you, Mr. Hinckley.
Being in the book is hotter than I thought. What about you, Richter?
Thank you, but no thank you, Ball. That would be a conflict of interest.
How the hell did Ball just throw to Richter?
Gus!
Thank you, Gus. You caught me mid-flight, but I think I can give a decent report as things stand.
Maybe I should have taken that bet.
How did things look out there, Richter?
Well, Graham, we're 2 into the flight, but the last 3
the
seem
two
like
different
they're going to be
megahertzes.
a bit hazy.
Frickin' frick.
Oh, you lost me, Richter.
Craft Brewing, Ball. I am in the middle of the flight of some of Innsbruck's finest craft IPAs.
Richter, why can I still hear the helicopter?
Oh, no.
Have no fear, Alex. I'm not nearly that reckless. I only have a dedicated... I go... Yes. Craft brewing is really taking off here in Innsbruck. And who better to review it than the man who is your only helicopter pilot? I've forgotten my own name.
No.
I didn't realize you were such a lightweight, Richter.
The effects of alcohol are more pronounced at a greater altitude, Graham. I'm surprised a man in your position wouldn't be aware of that.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
Joy, I need you to be very brave right now.
Oh, you tell me how traffic's looking out by the talc barn.
That's okay, Alex.
There we go. All right, so we do that. This is going to be a little weird.
Really backed up on Highway 3 because of the Mason Street construction, so I think you should use the Shaughnessy off-ramp and go through Raster Heights.
Maybe y'all should have taken that bet after all. I'm a natural at this booking stuff.
If she lives, we're giving her an internship the minute she turns 19.
That's fine with me, Alex. Just keep her off the traffic and the beer beat. Those are mine. Back to you, Ball.
All right, I'm out of here. I gotta go hose down the talc barn and then dry it out. I got a new brick of sulfur coming in. I gotta make some room for it.
Why do you have a sulfur brick?
Old Blowy's been real productive this year. Later, gents.
Bye?
Did we actually get an interview?
We asked at least one question. which I think qualifies.
And if nothing else, we all had a very authentic ball experience.
He's a well-rounded character.
Why is everyone in the studio today?
It's too cold in the rest of the building.
The AC's going nuts, Graham.
Well, since you're both here, I guess it's time for the arts with Edith Slump. Michael, just brush all the powder off that chair and take a seat.
All right, I think we got something here. All right, incomplete case. Yeah, we're good. We're good for this. This one is not. Okay, wait, we can put some more case fans on.
And I visited her backyard studio.
Let's put some more case fans.
In Frampton Downs.
And
it was an incredible experience.
Or I can put them down here.
Roll the tape,
I can
Gus.
put them up there. I can put them down here. Up here, down there, over here, over there.
Stepping through a beautiful garden of local artist Glenda Drapp. You can
Atmosphere
hear the
is
song of the
everywhere.
birds and the buzz of bees and a delicate twinkle of wind chimes. There's a soft scent
Alright, so I can.
of wild rose in the air from the farmer's field behind the Drapp household. And overall, it is a
Yeah, let's just do
beautiful
this.
and natural and inspiring place to bring textile arts to life.
Anything else to do?
Now I'm
Not
in the
really.
studio. My foot crosses the threshold into a place of pure creativity.
This should theoretically work.
Textile artisan of Innsbruck.
This piece on the wall here has such incredible hand.
Alright.
I'm glad you noticed, Edith. Those were woven from strands that I captured from wild.
Overclock that RAM. Yes, thank you.
Trip I took
Apply
to the
changes and
Himalayas.
start.
That's amazing.
Alright.
The patterns bring to mind a playful spring rain shower.
My thoughts exactly on that.
Alright, 3 mark.
It seemed that I was
Get in there.
the thrill of the shack-hard
Get in
lord
there.
with the pitter-patter of its machine.
Lighting, get in there.
Back and forth, said to me that
Wallpaper. Get in there.
shower inside my studio.
It's truly breathtaking. And that piece
Alright.
on the far wall
I
between the
think
other
that's it.
two pieces with the short one.
That one's part of a triptych. Let me get the other
Wait, hold on. It says missing cables. Crap. What cables are missing?
They really do have to be appreciated together.
Frick.
This is
What
good radio.
cables are missing?
Are you shelling peanuts?
Pistachios, actually.
Great, so now we have powder and pistachio shells on the floor.
If you leave the studio door open, my Roomba will take
This
care
case
of the
fan does not go anywhere. Okay, that's
one
why.
of these pieces using my trusty antique jacquard loom. I've made many modifications to it over the years.
I can see that. That arm over there, that does not
Alright,
look
so we
original.
just have
I've
3 case
replaced the
fans.
punch card system with a 10 key, and I've replaced the manual
There.
power with
Good enough.
geothermal energy, so that it could theoretically run forever.
Do you find that the humidity wilts your felt at all?
Only occasionally on overcast days, but that's why I have the dehumidifier.
Can you explain that?
Alright, this is going to be a pretty good, first off, let's have a word from our sponsor, and that word is wallpaper.
But the one on the right is truly the interesting one. That one was created on its own.
Sorry, what?
One morning after I awoke, I walked into the studio, and there it was, just coming out of the machine.
So
Oh, it's doing this crap again.
anything to create the weaving then?
Not at all. The algorithm sprung forth spontaneously, and it hasn't stopped since.
What a fascinating and visual.
Hey, Bryce Allen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You can certainly ask computer questions. I do not know whether I can answer them, but I will certainly try.
More refined than the last.
There's some writing on this piece. Die, humans, die.
Okay, what I need to do is shut down. I need to save this because this thing keeps getting buggy.
Never know its true intentions.
This is definitely not enough power, and I don't have. I'm gonna need to get another power supply. I screwed that one up.
So what
Wait,
you're
hold on.
saying
When do I need this?
we got a scoop.
I wish you wouldn't say
In 3 days. Okay, that's not a problem.
And speaking of great radio, Alex, wake up.
It's like a nasty. What?
We go now to summer intern Derek,
Snore.
who is on location. with
not if
Bertha
you
Burpwinter,
set it
who's
up right.
going to tell us about some of Innsbruck's historic cellars. How's it going, Derek?
Hi, Graham. Hi, Alex.
Oh, I'm sorry, I have the wrong number.
Yeah, who was that?
I don't know. I must have transposed 2 numbers. Let me try again.
Graham, Alex, you hung up on me.
Is Derek there?
What are you talking about? It's me, Derek.
No, it's not. You don't even sound a little like Derek.
You aren't even trying, dude.
Come on, guys. We talk every day.
Yeah, right. If you're Derek, tell me what Gus's new tattoo says.
I don't know. I can't read Japanese.
Ooh! Okay, possible Derek. How many nipples does Michael O'Leary have?
The answer, gentle listener, may surprise you.
Oh, come on. Everybody knows that. He won the contest.
Okay, how about this? What does the poster in the recording studio say?
That's a dirty trick. You know I can't say those 8 words on radio.
It's Derek! What happened?
What's wrong with your voice?
I'm sorry, guys. I came down with a sore throat, and I know this has ruined my voice for radio forever.
Yeah, don't give up on your dreams just yet, Derek. Wait, why am I saying that?
Is that why we haven't seen you around the station recently?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's contagious, actually. I didn't want to get everyone sick.
How are you so sure it's contagious?
Well, I went down to the Wiener Czar the other day and said hi to False Dimitri, and then her face got really red and she ran in the back. Yeah, the same thing happened when I was talking to the barista at the Angry Civet. I told her she had nice hair and she put her hand over her chest and looked like she was going to faint. And then I was down at Dragon's Landing for Friday Night Pogs, and I brushed against Lance's hand when he made a move, which is a real faux pas, but he started sweating and then insisted it was fine.
Wow.
Yeah, Lance's girlfriend gave me a real dirty eye. I think she's mad at me for getting him sick.
Derek, what's that girl you like, Kelsey? Have you seen her at all recently?
Oh, I don't want to go anywhere near her. I don't want to get her sick, too. I had to hide in the basement last night for 3 hours because she invited herself over and wouldn't go away.
Should we call his mom?
Why?
Well, somebody has to explain this to him, and it's not going to be us.
Wait, guys, you know what's wrong with me?
Well, I wouldn't say that I know what's wrong with you.
Oh, my God, I got to call off this interview. Bertha's so old and frail, she might die of a heart attack.
With a smile, ear to ear.
Oh, no, are those sirens? That must be an ambulance going to pick me up. I'm patient zero. I got to get underground and hide.
You're already in one of.
But yeah, so if you set up your
You're already underground. I can hear them coming inside. Gotta go. Bye.
you set up your water cooling correctly, so this is fine.
Wait, why were there sirens?
I legit don't know, but that takes us up to the break. So when we come back, Bird Water and Power is excavating Mason Street between Pipesman Lane and Oddfellow Terrace to clear a fatberg from the sewage lines.
So if you set up your water cooling correctly,
to avoid
then
flushing
water won't get everywhere. But you got to make sure your fittings
grease,
are
motor oil,
tight.
modeling clay, sardine carcasses.
I don't have any water cooling on here yet, but I do have a
epoxy for some reason, and
an
instead
AIO.
take that to the recycling
So like,
center.
see that like this is a liquid cooler. It's an AIO, but it's a liquid cooler. So if this were water, custom water cooling, you would see these pipes here that go from the radiator in there and everything.
Please stop. We don't want your sardines.
You would also
and
have
epoxy either.
you would also
Dear
have
God,
a
please
reservoir.
Stop.
But you need to make sure that these are
yeah, you're still here. We'll stick around, everybody. We're Corp Line after this.
Fitted. You need to make sure they're tight and everything. And then once everything is tight and working, then then everything should be a closed loop and everything should work correctly. Hey, thanks for the whatever that was. Was that a follow? Okay, better. Oh, Sean XV, yes. I-710, that I don't know. I don't think they have them in the game, and let's take a look here. i7 10700K or AMD Ryzen 7 3700X. Something's going a little wacky with my computer. Simulator went. Oh, there we go. 10 hun. Let's see. Oh no, here it is. 3778 versus an AMD Ryzen 7 37. Well, it's probably yeah. The i7 looks like it's better, at least according to this. Um, Missing parts. What missing parts? Oh, the power supply. Derp. I'm not even sure this will run. We'll find out. So yeah, if you're looking to compare, get that i7. Okay, PC Building Simulator is not being very friendly. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save the game. Close out to the main menu. Encoding is overloaded. Okay, that's going to be the problem. Yeah, there's the problem. Alright, hold on. Is there anything else that's... No, you know what? I'll just turn off Chrome. Chrome is probably eating up way too much. Probably got a memory leak in Chrome. Oh, things are going bad. Discord is responding. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey, it came back. It came back, but I'm going to raid